In a small, peaceful village nestled between the arms of ancient hills lived Dev, a man tormented by a single, burning desire. I want to see God, not just believe, but see with my own eyes. So one morning, he left everything behind, his home, his work, even his aging parents' worries, and began climbing the mountain of silence, a sacred place known for spiritual awakenings. He carried a bag of rice, some water, and a heart full of longing. For 21 days, Dev lived in the wilderness. He meditated under waterfalls, fasted until he could barely stand, and chanted the names of every god he knew. He sat in the snow until his skin went numb, praying, "Show yourself, Lord. Please, I've given up everything. Just appear to me. I want to know." But the wind howled. The sky remained silent. No visions, no voices, only echoes of his own desperation. Heartbroken and angry, Dev packed up. Maybe God is just a lie people tell themselves to feel better. He trudged back down the mountain, his eyes hollow, his heart heavier than his backpack. As he descended, he encountered the thirsty child. A small boy sat crying by the path, lips cracked, clutching an empty water bottle. "Baya, do you have water?" Dev hesitated, then handed over the last few sips from his flask. The boy smiled weakly. "You're my angel, Baya." Dev said nothing and walked on. Again, after a few steps, he encountered a limping dog. The dog whimpered, its paw caught in a thorn bush. Dev almost walked past, then sighed and knelt down, carefully freeing it. The dog licked his hand and limped away happily. Later, an old woman was sitting beside the trail, struggling with her cane. "Son, could you help me get to the road? My legs don't listen anymore." Dev, tired and frustrated, still offered his arm and walked with her for 15 minutes until she reached safety. She held his hand and whispered, "God bless you, child." Dev smiled faintly, said nothing, and resumed his walk down. That night, Dev collapsed in his bed back home and cried himself to sleep. In his dream, a golden light filled the room. A voice gentle as wind, powerful as thunder, said, "You asked to meet me, and I came to you 3 times." Dev sat up in shock. "What? When?" The voice replied, "I was the thirsty child. I was the wounded dog. I was the old woman struggling to walk. You were looking for a form, but missed the divine in the ordinary. To truly find me, you must serve, not seek." Dev woke up with tears streaming down his face. He no longer wanted visions or voices. He wanted to love more, give more, be more. From that day on, he dedicated his life to helping others, no longer chasing God in the sky, but meeting him every day in the eyes of people around him. God doesn't always come down with thunder and light. Sometimes he appears in a thirst you can quench, a wound you can heal, or a hand you can hold. Miracles are not rare. They're just often unrecognized. If you want to see God, look for the moment you chose kindness over comfort. That's where he lives.